Welcome. Today, we will explore the story of Forrest Gump, a movie that teaches us about love, kindness, and the unexpected journey of life. Let's dive into this unforgettable story. Forrest Gump is a heartwarming and emotional film. It was directed by Robert Zemeckis and released in 1994. The film is based on a novel by Winston Groom. The screenplay was written by Eric Roth. The music was composed by Alan Silvestri, and it adds a beautiful feeling to the film. The cinematography by Don Burgess is stunning and helps tell the story in a unique way. The film stars Tom Hanks as Forrest Gump, Robin Wright as Jenny Curran, Gary Sinise as Lieutenant Dan Taylor, and Sally Field as Mrs. Gump. Tom Hanks gives an unforgettable performance as Forrest. He won an Academy Award for Best Actor for this role. The film was a huge success. It earned over $677 million at the box office and won 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. Now, let's talk about how the film was made. The director, Robert Zemeckis, wanted to create a film that was both funny and emotional. He chose Tom Hanks for the role of Forrest because he believed Hanks could show both the innocence and strength of the character. Tom Hanks prepared for the role by spending time with people who had a low IQ. He wanted to understand how they saw the world. He also worked on Forrest's accent and way of speaking to make the character more real. Robin Wright played Jenny, Forrest's childhood friend and the love of his life. Wright prepared for the role by studying the 1960s and 1970s, the time when Jenny's character was most active. She wanted to show Jenny's struggles in her search for freedom. Gary Sinise played Lieutenant Dan, Forrest's Army commander who loses his legs in the war. Sinise spent time with real veterans to understand their experiences. He also used special effects to make it look like he had no legs. Now, let's dive into the story of Forrest Gump. The film begins with Forrest Gump sitting on a bench at a bus stop. He starts telling his life story to strangers who sit next to him. Forrest is not a smart man. He has a low IQ, but he has a big heart. His mother always told him, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." This phrase becomes the theme of the film. Forrest was born in Greenbow, Alabama. As a child, he had leg braces and could not walk properly. Other children made fun of him, but he had one true friend, Jenny. Jenny was kind to Forrest and always protected him. One day, while running away from bullies, Forrest's leg braces broke, and he discovered he could run very fast. This ability changed his life. Forrest's running ability helped him get into the University of Alabama. He became a football star and even met President John F. Kennedy. After college, Forrest joined the Army. There he met Bubba, who became his best friend. Bubba dreamed of starting a shrimp business after the war. Forrest promised to help him. During the Vietnam War, Forrest saved many of his fellow soldiers, including his lieutenant, Dan Taylor. Unfortunately, Bubba died in the war and Lieutenant Dan lost his legs. Forrest was awarded the Medal of Honor for his bravery. He met President Lyndon B. Johnson, who gave him the medal. During the ceremony, President Johnson asked Forrest where he was shot. Forrest lifted his bottom to show the scar, making everyone laugh. After the war, Forrest became a ping pong champion. He played ping pong in the Army and became very good at it. He even represented the United States in China. Later, Forrest decided to run across America. He ran for 3 years, from one coast to the other. People thought he was running for a cause, but Forrest said, "I just felt like running." His run inspired many people, and he became famous. One day, while running, Forrest stopped and decided to go home. He was tired and wanted to rest. Around this time, he met Lieutenant Dan again. Dan was living a difficult life, but Forrest reminded him of his promise to Bubba. Together, they started the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. At first, the business was not successful, but after a hurricane destroyed all the other shrimp boats, Their business grew. Forrest became a rich man, and Dan finally found peace. Throughout his life, Forrest never forgot Jenny. He loved her since they were children. Jenny had a difficult life. She struggled with drugs and bad relationships. Forrest always tried to help her, but Jenny kept running away. At one point, Forrest saw Jenny singing naked in a bar with a guitar. Another time, he saw her with a group of anti-war protesters in Washington, D.C. Jenny was with a man who treated her badly, but Forrest still loved her and wanted to protect her. One day, Jenny returned to Forrest. They spent time together, and Jenny told Forrest they had a son named Forrest Jr. Forrest was very happy to be a father. Jenny and Forrest got married, but Jenny was very sick. She died soon after, leaving Forrest to raise their son alone. Now let's talk more about the film's themes and impact. Forrest Gump is a film about love, kindness, and the unexpected journey of life. It shows us that even a simple man can achieve great things. Forrest's kindness and honesty helped him succeed in life. The film also teaches us about the importance of friendship and loyalty. Forrest never gave up on his friends, even when things were difficult. The film's themes include love, destiny, and the power of perseverance. It explores the idea that life is full of surprises. Forrest's life was full of unexpected events, but he always stayed true to himself. The film also touches on themes of war, loss, and redemption. It reminds us that even in difficult times, we can find hope and happiness. Forrest Gump was a huge success. It earned over $677 million at the box office. It received positive reviews from critics. The film won 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor for Tom Hanks. Critics praised the film for its heartwarming story and unforgettable performances. Audiences loved the film for its emotional depth and inspiring message. The film's music is also very important. Alan Silvestri composed the soundtrack. It includes songs like Feather Theme, which adds a beautiful feeling to the film. The soundtrack also features many popular songs from the 1950s to the 1980s. These songs help tell the story and make the film more emotional. Forrest Gump has left a lasting impact on cinema. It is considered one of the greatest films of all time. The film's message about love, kindness, and the unexpected journey of life continues to inspire audiences around the world. It reminds us to stay true to ourselves and to cherish the people we love. If you enjoyed this journey through the story of Forrest Gump, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment and subscribe to our channel for more stories. Your support helps us bring more inspiring stories to life. Thank you for watching. Remember, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Until next time.